What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Orcs Must Die 3. We are going through and getting 5 skulls on all of these Riftlord difficulty maps, and next up is the Coastal Hallways. Let's hop right in. Now, I gotta say right out of the gates, this is my absolute favorite non-war scenario map. I just love the layout of this one. It's just absolutely awesome. And so many different options about where to trap it up and how to path the enemies. It's just a lot of fun. Now, for this run here, I'm bringing along the Stone Staff, the Jar of Ghosts, the Mana Rage Trinket, Trap Reset Trinket, the Spike Wall with Stun, the Saw Blade Launchers with Bleed. I've got some Ceiling Lasers with an increased number of beams, Barricades that take reduced damage, Brimstone that burns longer, or pardon me, Brimstone that resets faster, and then the Tar Trap that the slow hangs on for longer. Now we're going to start things off by blocking it off right up top here. We're going to block this lane off altogether, and that's going to force all of the enemies up through these stairs to get to the rift. Now we're going to use this kind of as our initial starting area, but this is actually going to be our last resort for our final kill box once we get it going. And we're going to start off with a few Saw Blade Launchers. We're going to drop one Ceiling Laser there and then let it fly. Now that means that this first wave we are going to have to defend this area heavily. What character you're playing or what hero you're playing isn't really important on this one. I'm on Vorwick on this particular map just because I was on Vorwick from the last map I played. So no real decision making there as to why I chose Vorwick. Now, this particular map, like I said, it's just a super fun one. There's a lot of places to set up some really cool kill boxes for just amazing combos. However, for this run, what we are focused on is just getting ourselves a 5-skull win. So let's just blaze it up. Let's bash all of these orcs, smash them. Try to keep them inside the saw blades, and we're just going to kind of work our way out from this area right here. Now, we are going to set up a proper last resort kill box right here, but after that, it's going to be all about moving forward and not moving back. So this area that we're setting up right now is 100% just the last resort. Let's go ahead and throw another Ceiling Laser up top there. Those are just centered on the hallway. There will be some orcs that sneak through the sides. I'm kind of counting on the Saw Blade Launchers to take care of those. We will be getting a little better coverage out of our lasers here in just one moment once we get this map built out a little bit more. But for now, we are just going to go with this right here and just smash all the beds ourselves. I'm trying to keep an eye out, although the rift is not very hard to get to on this map. There are just an excessive amount of archers, there's no doubt. Now, to continue out here, we're going to go with a spike wall right here. We're going to want to go ahead and kill this gnoll right away, and then continue on. We want a little brimstone. Let's grab a slow, and we'll just build it out as we get it going here. We got more gnolls, and like I said, we will set this up as a proper last resort here. We got some Fire Lords on this one. They're going to give your barricades a little bit of damage, but with the barricades that take reduced damage, we really have no worry about those barricades dropping there. Continuing on in, we got some Earth Elementals. I'm pretty sure that was the only or the last Fire Lord, so we won't have to worry too much more about any Fire Lord action here. And once again, just using this as our complete last resort. Now, as this particular wave ends, I'm going to sell these 2 Ceiling Lasers, and we're going to have a lot more Ceiling Lasers out front to help out with the kobolds, as the kobolds are quite intense on this map, no doubt. But as you see here, these Ceiling Lasers are just not super effective anymore. They were just set up for getting through in wave number 1. We're getting it done, though. We got what? We still got a few more. So since we're selling, remember it's Riftlord, so we've only got the 3 seconds. So we do want to be conscious of where we're at when the map expires. Now we're going to go ahead and take these Ceiling Lasers, turn them this way. We're going to put another one that way, and we're going to put 2 here. making sure to toggle those apart so that it does cover the entire hallway. As I mentioned, the sappers are the real deal on this map, no doubt. So we are going to want to build out and make sure we have got some sapper coverage so we don't have any travesties like that right there. So we're going to want to keep growing these out. We're going to use saw blade launchers, we're going to use some tar, and we're going to use some brimstone up front here. So for the meantime, though, let's just power through these bads and get them all wrecked up. And then we should be looking a little bit better here as we can build it out. You know, as with all of these campaign maps, the further you get your kill box built out, the easier time you have, even though the waves do get more and more intense. You know, you get this one built out, it's not going to be any different. It's going to make things way, way easier once we get our initial setups in place. I feel pretty good about the last resort here now. I do want to go with one more brimstone right at the end of it, and then one more barricade, just to make sure orcs are staying close to this spike wall all the way through its path. So now that we've got that set up, it's moving forward from here on out. Our last resort is in place. We don't have any worries about anything that pushes through, as we're just going to be able to handle them right here in this area. So Trap Reset Trinket is actually so beast with the spike wall and the saw blade launchers. Obviously, it resets your brimstone, which is quite helpful also. Now, speaking of brimstone, let's get a row of brimstone each way, and let's get one more ceiling laser right here on this one. Now, we see we got the mad amounts of cobalt sappers. However, they are getting exploded a little more readily. And all we really have to worry about up front now is the fire lords and these fire elementals. Or getting wrecked. Getting wrecked is never a good thing either. I'm going the wrong way here, so let's head on down to the proper area. Looks like we lost a barricade in my absence. Luckily, it's just the one right at the corner there. That one's kind of like a little bit of a cushion barricade. It gives us a little room to play. That is for sure. So let's just continue to work them here. And we're getting close to the end. You see we got a dynamite archer coming. So we're going to want to be conscious of that, as that guy's just going to, you know. Dynamite archers are evil. Confirmed. We're wrecking them up, though. We can go ahead and pop a jar here just to make sure. I mean, we've got a full mana bar, so lots to spend here. Just about there. Looks like we got one more pack of them coming. We've got a little bit of coin built up now, and we're going to get a little bit more when this wave ends. And now it's time to add some saw blade launchers into the up front setup, which is going to ease the tension even further. It's going to make things almost trivial here to get through the remaining waves of this map. Now, the part time on this map is quite generous, no doubt, so you got lots of time. Don't ever sweat the time. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw in a couple of saw blade launchers right there. Let's deal with the null action. Null down, and let's start throwing some saw blade launchers in here as well. And we're going to get both of those up front entrance areas covered. And it's really going to make dealing with the sappers, dealing with a lot of the heavy mobs, just way, way easier. In fact, I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now, so I'm going to just go ahead and run up here and get myself healed up. And then we'll head right back down to the kill box, and I think, yeah, we'll get down here and nothing will have pushed through, so good stuff there for sure. We'll pop a jar here just to ease the pain just a little. And then now, as I mentioned, we're just building out, so we want to keep building out from here. Keep an eye on these dynamite archers, though. I'm not really sure what happened to those as young little orcs, but they are quite mean now, that's for sure. Let's see, we got two more saw blade launchers we need to throw on that wall, but let's deal with the null here first. And then we'll get a couple of saw blade launchers over here. We can throw some on the bottom. I'm going to point these inward. Just so they're shooting around the area where kind of all the orcs are hanging out here. They're going to bounce off the barricades, of course, and get around in that general vicinity. I'm going to do the same thing here under these two saw blades. We're going to drop one right there. We're going to have it shooting out as well. Just getting that upfront damage in. Let's go ahead and run on up top and get another heal off. Our kill box is pretty well set at this point, and it's just a matter of going through and killing off the last of the enemies. So from this point on, the sky's the limit. Kind of do your thing, whatever you want to do. If you want to go down the hall with lasers or saw blades or absolutely anything, it's all right there available to you. We see we do have some barricades that are pretty low. Since we have so much coin now, I am going to try to get those sold and replaced. That way I don't have to sweat them as much. And it's just looking pretty good at this point. So let's get those sold off and we'll replace them. And what do we want to do? Well, I mean, we can go a couple more lasers there. We could get a couple more saw blades, say right here, and just get those things just bouncing around in this area. And then, I mean, heck, we can actually throw lasers in right here, which will give us protection for the mobs coming into the kill box, plus it will only enhance that side as well. So we're wrecking them now. Still 6 minutes left, so quite the generous par time on this one, and more than enough time to get the job done for sure. And might even go another row of brimstone. I mean, why the heck not at this point? I feel like this hallway is getting pretty darn decked. Maybe a few more. I think the saw blades are going to do better on this hallway. So maybe some more saw blades as well. We'll go one up there, one down there. Get a little bit more saw blade action going up front here. And I mean, realistically, we can do the same thing here because they're just going to bounce down the lane. So nothing wrong with having saw blades really on any of these walls. So we'll go one up, one down, one up. We'll throw another one in. Let's have this one bounce off the barricades over here. We'll have that one going out. And yeah, we got some full-on wrecking going on here. We're going to throw some in pointing inward here. So remember, these saw blades are going to bounce around in the kill box. They're going to bounce around all over the place. So, I mean, the sappers are a non-issue now. The majority of the orcs are a non-issue now. So I'm just going to chillax up here for wave 8. Get myself all nice and healthy. And then see what we can do. We definitely won't have to really... I mean, we've way overkilled it. This is extremely overkill, so any coin at this point is just enhancing the overkill. So, I mean, nothing wrong. There's no kill like overkill, right? And we are getting it done. That is for sure. Another mountain troll there. We got a few more little fire elementals coming in. We got another fire lord way out there deep. Tempted to spam saw blades all the way down this hallway, as I think it's just going to devastate the saw over here, and that will make these firelings that do like to make the push a little less of an issue, as they're really a non-issue now, but make them even more so less of an issue. I think we'll do that. Let's continue on with our saw blades for now. Actually, we're going to run out of orcs, so there's no point. But anyway, there we go. We got us a 5 skull win on the most awesome map ever, Coastal Highways. Just a lot of fun on that one. So that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you soon with some more Orcs Must Die 3. Thanks again, y'all. I will see ya next time around.